Thegamingbard here, and today we are going to explore a little bit of import gaming, namely the Super Famicom, the Japanese version of the Super Nintendo. Now, the Super Famicom, basically standing for Super Family Computer. Yes, English in a foreign gaming company, but whatever. They like putting a little English to make it sound fancy. Obviously, here we go. You can tell the difference, I'm sure. Different size, yeah. The American is a little bit bigger as far as height. Other than that, they pretty much stand up the same. Now, I could go into a joke about bigger is better sort of angle. Maybe that's what they went for. But honestly, the Japanese has a better design. Why? Same dimension as a VCR tape. All around. And in case you didn't know what a VCR tape is, well, that was the DVD of the day. Now, granted, this doesn't throw it too far off when a lot of VCR shelves probably had to compensate for this, the larger VCR case. But even then, as you can see, the dimensions are not the same. Alright, so, oops, to establish, we'll go with the largely familiar. First, unbox. Alright, you got your random pointless stuff. It's an RPG, so you get a map and color manual. Yes, the Illusion of Gaia has the whole game in the back, so look out. Your game and a cardboard sealer thing. Yeah. Now, I'm not sure if every game, Now, I'm not sure if every new game came with one of these, but I'm pretty sure they did. Also notice the bottoms are different. Don't ask why they did that, that's just how it was. Now, the Japanese, pretty much the same. You've got your instruction manual in color. A little bit of, let's get the right page here. Well, yeah, you can see the English there. A little more English. And they got the two characters' names in English. And the credits are in English. Very interesting. And instead of cardboard, you have plastic case. Well, there's its pointless papers. Toss aside. Now, I'm not sure if the Super Nintendo games came with this. I don't really remember that at all. Now, obviously the cart is roughly smaller. The connectors are the same, which I'll get to later. But also a note, some Super Nintendo carts do have that same sort of indent line that the Japanese cart has. I don't know if some of them Japanese carts have this sort of design here or not, but I'll just leave it as that. But anyways, back to playing Japanese carts on American systems. Now, I only really have one system, and I've already altered it, so I really see little point in showing it to you, and plus I don't think I can really get this on that camera. Sorry. You can just go to YouTube, but it's real easy. I could almost describe it to you. Okay, so you take your Super Nintendo, you open the little vault thing that you slide the cart down on, and you may notice plastic tabs that slide right into here. That's another major difference. This does not have those tabs. All you really have to do is cut out those tabs, and you can play Japanese carts on your Super Nintendo with no problem. Now, on the line, I've seen the suggestion to use an X-Acto knife or using a soldering gun to melt the plastic tabs away. Personally, I used wire cutters. Just go in there like that, and click, click, and you're done. I would not suggest using scissors because, in case you didn't know, scissors cut better when you start towards the base, and in this thing you'll be more along here. It doesn't cut too well. You can try it, but I wouldn't suggest it. I'd also like to cover bases by saying that European carts will not work on the American or Japanese systems. Why? Well, for one, they use a different lockout chip. These two use the same one. The second is the fact that Europe uses a different broadcasting frequency than these two countries. They use what's called a PAL and we use what's called the NTSC. Now, I really can't break it down to you in layman terms, nor do I really care to look too far into it. No, just know that they are different frequencies, and Europe is really the only one that provides any sort of compensation between the two. This is Thegamingbard, signing off. Have fun.